unfortunately, tragically, Mr. Puneeth Rajkumar isn't with us today, and especially considering the equation that you had with him prior to this. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the feeling like? I mean, is it sort of a bittersweet moment, or what is it like right now?
I'm actually in a state of disbelief, and I think that disbelief has continued since the day that the tragic news was out that he was no more.
Right.
I think most of us still live in a sense of denial and disbelief that this could have happened to someone so young and wonderful. And on a day like this, it's the emotion is a lot more heightened because we read the idea out to him. He watched the film. He gave us his inputs, and then suddenly, a few weeks later, you're out here talking about the film, and he's in there, and that's a little hard to believe. That's hard to fathom and kind of wrap your head around, to be honest with you. And I think that my experience, my years as an individual kind of don't allow me or haven't given me that cognitive sense to kind of just wrap this around, and to say that, oh, this is what has happened. It's taking a lot more longer to process. And on a day like this, the magnitude of that void just hits you a lot more, because this is my second film with PRK Productions, and besides work, I knew Mr. Puneeth Rajkumar as a friend, as a mentor, as family. He was just an all-round champion human being. Something that most people would just probably aspire to be, and you wouldn't meet someone like him too often. In fact, I don't know if I met another person like him, and I'll be very honest about it. That because when you come in as an outsider into the film industry and you're like, I want to make my place here, I want to do work, you need somebody from the inside to extend that sort of olive branch to you and say, why don't you come in and you're safe, don't worry, I'm here. And he was that person.
Lend a hand, yeah.
I'm extremely grateful to him. I'm extremely grateful to him, and I will always be grateful to him. Till the end of time, till the end of my time. That's the sort of impact he's had. Even as a friend, even as a mentor, as somebody who loved traveling, to talk to him about his travels, the way he would, kind of simulate them and document them and make lovely edits and go like, Danny, you've got to watch this. This is what I did in South America. He was an incredible human being. And on a day like this, the magnitude is just that much more. You realize that, while you're in his vicinity, when you're in his midst, when you're like around him, you realize the sort of monumental personality of the person. You realize you're with someone who's very reverential and sort of almost as like a godlike aura around the person. You know it. And then to be at a point like this, and then to suddenly be like, is this person really not there? I've actually, you won't believe it, I texted Vamsi, the director of the film, a little while ago, saying it's hard to believe that we're doing this without him. It is.
Sure.
So I wish I could summarize my feelings, short and crisp, and it's hard to do that, but and even people who met him on multiple occasions and multiple sort of opportunities, or even if they met him for 5 minutes, they came out but with nothing but a good feeling. And for a superstar of that magnitude to go out there and change so many lives and touch lives, it's something that you just look at today and you go, wow. I mean, like, how did he manage to meet so many people, touch so many lives in such a short amount of time? There is something godlike there. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
On a day like this, it's hard, man. It's hard.
Absolutely.
It's not easy. It's not easy.